So next we'll move on to push down automata. In push down automata, as we know, it is defined with 7 tuples. The 7 tuples are queue, summation, stack symbols, transitions, inputs, that is start state, initial stack symbol is represented by z0, and final state. Okay, so here what is extra from the previous automata? So here we have extra component called stack alphabet. Okay, stack alphabet and this initial stack alphabet. Okay, so why we need to use stack here? So the storage was less in DFA. So the complex problems or strings, it is very difficult to store, so we need an extra stack which we'll be using in push down automata. Okay, so the main question which exists is there any need for push down automata when finite automata already exist? Okay, DFA or NFA is not powerful enough to recognize many context free languages, since those finite automaton have strict finite memories. Okay, and it is not possible to construct those machines to accept the context free language because the length will be more. Okay, length of the string may be more. So the automaton to recognize the CFL may require additional amount of storage, as I said, okay, which will be used to store the data, right? So for that we are using, okay, since the DFA or NFA cannot count and cannot store the input for further reference, we are forced to have the new machine called push down automata. Okay, PDA is a finite automata with exception that PDA has an extra stack. Okay, so we'll go with the question with this introduction. The question is 5b. Design a PDA for accepting a palindrome, okay, language for a machine WCWR. Okay, W is a string, WR is a reverse of a string. In order to get to know the intermediate, we have an alphabet C, where WR is reverse of W, and show the instantaneous description for the string AAB. Right, so here I have mentioned the general procedure. To check for the palindrome, first we have to push all the scan symbol onto the stack till we encounter letter C. Once we pass the middle of the string, that is C represents the middle of the string, followed by C we will be having reverse of the string. Okay, so once we pass this middle string, if the string is a palindrome, for each scanned symbol, okay, in W, understood, there should be a corresponding symbol onto the stack. Then I can say that we have the palindrome for the taken string, WR for W, that only we are checking here. So initially we have q naught as a stat state, right? Initially we have q naught as stat state. Initial top of the stack symbol we'll consider as z naught, q naught, and the symbol can be a or b. Here it represents wc wr. For all for accepting all, we are writing the transitions now. Okay, this writing the transition is only important. The rest of all components you can list with this, with these transitions. Okay, q naught initially for the given question, what it says, W, a string of a's and b's can be accepted, right? So a's and b's can be accepted in the sense from q naught if the top of the stack, means if the symbol is a and the top of the stack is z naught, what I have to do, I have to push the symbols as it is q naught a z naught. So this how we will write the transition in PDA. A state, a scanned symbol, what is there on the top of the stack, what will mention the transition to which state we are moving, followed by what is there on the top of the stack. Here top two symbols will be representing. So now if it is a is the scan symbol, I will move a the top of the stack symbol is a z naught. Similarly, there is no restriction with respect to b, correct? So if the symbol is b and the top of the stack is z naught, what action it has to take? Don't change the state. Okay, don't change the state. Q naught b z naught. When to change the state, you will get to know. Z naught, if it is there, scan symbol is b, just push b onto the top of the stack. So for all the reactions, for all the input symbols, you have to write. So I have done for a and b. Okay, so for example, if we take sim a b a, okay, then c, palindrome is a b a. So example, take this one. Now when the scan symbol is a, what it will do? It will push a onto the top of the stack. Next, if the scan symbol is b, but what is there on the top of the stack? A. For this you have not mentioned. Again we will get 4 transitions, because from q naught, okay, if the top of the stack is a and the symbol top of the stack is b, sorry, 1 minute. Scanned symbol is b and the top of the stack is a, then what you have to do? Just you have to push. Okay, you have to perform push operation until you encounter the middle of the string. So what remains? You don't change the state, and ba is remains. That is, I'll push b onto the top of the stack. Next, what is there on the top of the stack? B. What is the symbol encountered? A. For that you have to mention the transition. Q naught. What is the scan symbol? A. What is there on the top of the stack? B. So don't change the state, just push. A I have pushed. So what are the other possibilities? Other two possibilities: if the scan symbol is a and the top of the stack is a, then in order to push, you will get q naught comma a. Similarly for b, q naught comma b comma b. So q naught comma bb. Right, all the 4 transitions I have, 4 may occur. So all the 4 I have mentioned here. Okay, because all possible valid string it has to work, not only with respect to this example string which we have considered. Right, so now from q naught, apart from these transitions, excepting a on z naught, a on b, all we have written. So if we encounter c, okay, in the process of scanning, if we encounter c, means c can be encountered at the beginning only, because epsilon is also a palindrome. Empty string is a palindrome, right? So c can be only present. This also represents palindrome only. Epsilon and reverse of the string is also epsilon. This is valid, right? So all those 3 also you have to write. C on taking z naught, what you will do? So don't, now you have to change the state, right? So because the scanning of first half you have finished, so if you won't change the state, what happens? The push operation only will be performed. Here in the next half we have to pop. Okay, as we are changing the operation, what we have to do? We have to change the state. Clear? Here we are performing push operation only, so we are not changing the states. If you want change the state, again instead of pop, it may perform push operation. So I'll change q1. And what to do? I no need to push c. Okay, c is just to indicate the middle of the string, so don't push c. So retain z naught as it is. If z naught is on the top of the stack and c is the encountered symbol, you will do like this. Okay, but now what is there on the top of the stack? A. Now c is encountered. What to do? See, q naught, I am in q naught, c is encountered and the top of the stack is a. Then also what to do? You should not change the state, you should not push c, just retain a as it is. If you won't include c, what it means? No updation, a should be retained as it is. Similarly, top of the stack can be b also when c is encountered. Then also change the state and may write that as it is. Clear? So now I have changed the state to q1, right? So I have changed the state to q1. Now From q1 what to have? So we have encountered the mid of the string. Now we have to check the same symbols which we have pushed is present in the next half, then only I can say it as a palindrome, correct? So we'll check q1 scan symbol is a and the top of the stack is a. Okay, next see here, scan symbol is a. Now I am in state q1, scan symbol is a, and what is there on the top of the stack? A. So what you have to do? Pop. So how to indicate pop? I will not change the state. Okay, so I will represent epsilon, it means we are popping. Next q1 and the top of the stack is scan symbol is b and the top of the stack is b, then also perform pop. For rest we will not mention. See, for means for next symbol b is there, this transition works, so b will be deleted. Next a is there, a is the scan symbol and top of the stack is a, that also you will delete. If opposite symbol is there, then that is no more a palindrome, so for that no need to mention the transition, only for accepting we will mention the transition. Understood? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸಿಂಬಲ್ನ ನೀವು ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿ ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟ್ರ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಈಚ್ ಪಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸಿಂಬಲ್, ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಕ್, ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ಸ್? It is a palindrome. So one by one if you pop, and at last after you reach end of the string, okay, after you reach end of the string, what should remain in the stack? Z0. If Z0 remains, see q1, I completed scanning the whole input and still the top of the stack is Z0, then what it indicates? Here for all these symbols there exist equal, means equal symbols, here means palindrome. So I'll push to the final state. Okay, if this is not, if there exists b, suppose, so when scanning this symbol and this symbol doesn't match, then it is no more a palindrome. For that I have not mentioned the transition only. So if I have not mentioned the transitions, the machine will halt in that particular state indefinitely, which indicates that it is not moving to the final state and the string is invalid. Okay, so this is nothing but PDA. For all the questions you are doing like this only, understand the question and do it properly. Okay, so here see the same transitions we have written, and at last mention list all the components. PDA is defined with 7 components, right? All the components I have listed, number of states used, number of input alphabets, stack alphabets. As a stack alphabets, what and all I have moved? I have moved A, B and Z0. So only these can be called as stack alphabets, but not C, because when C occurs I have omitted it, I have not pushed into the stack, right? So don't include C. Z0 is the initial stack symbol, F is Q2 is final state. Okay, so q2 is final state. This is the final transition diagram. You have to write in this way. Got it? Same we have written here. Q0 on taking A, okay, top of the stack is B, and we are retaining AB. Okay, by after pushing that we are mentioning here. See, A comma B slash AB. Same thing for all the transition you have to list. Hope it is clear. Thank you.